My child, stop. Do not scroll away. This very moment was written for you before the foundations of the earth. You have been searching for answers, crying out in silence, wondering if I still hear you. I have heard every word. I have seen every tear. And now I am speaking. What I am about to reveal carries the key to your freedom, your breakthrough, your next step. But hear me clearly. If you miss even one moment, you may miss the very answer you have been praying for. Stay until the end, for this word will not just touch you, it will transform you. I see the restlessness you've tried to hide behind busyness. I see the unanswered questions you've tried to bury beneath tasks. I see the times you stare into nothing because your soul feels as though it's standing at the edge of something you cannot yet name. Hear me. This is the edge of change, the threshold of breakthrough, the place where hesitation will either keep you bound or surrender will launch you forward. That is why I'm stepping into your now, into the very second your eyes are on these words, urging you to stop, because even a moment's delay could let doubt take deeper root, could allow fear to whisper more lies, and could cause you to miss the confirmation I am about to plant directly within your spirit. I am not coming to you casually. I am not speaking to you out of habit. I am coming with urgency, with precision, and with a love so fierce it refuses to let you drift another inch without knowing exactly what I need you to hear. My child, the heaviness in your chest is there because I have been pressing on your heart to pause and listen. The next instruction I give is not a gentle nudge. It is a decisive directive that will keep you from walking into dangers you cannot see and will guide you straight into the center of my perfect will. The enemy has tried to crowd your calendar so completely that there is no room left to breathe, because he knows that stillness in my presence exposes every trap he has set. But I am breaking through that chaos now and creating a holy interruption. This is the moment where you must decide whether you will brush off my voice or allow it to arrest your full attention. Understand, when I say stop, it is because I see what is racing toward you in realms you cannot see. And while the world insists you keep pushing, keep grinding, keep solving it alone, I am telling you that your safety, your clarity, your peace, and your victory are tied to your choice to halt and receive this word before doing anything else. Do you feel the urgency in my spirit? Do you sense the weight of these words? This is not a time for half listening or for letting your mind wander to a list of things you believe are more important. This is the time to lean in so deeply that every syllable sinks to the deepest part of you. I am about to open your eyes to why certain things have been delayed, why some prayers seemed unanswered, and why the pressure has intensified. You have been moments from turning back. Moments from releasing what I promised. Moments from believing you misheard me. But I am stopping you here, in love and in power, to say you heard me correctly, and you are now closer than you have ever been to the very thing I told you I would do. If you will be still and listen now, I will walk you into it step by step, stripping away confusion and dissolving fear. This is the beginning of your turning point, and I will not let you miss it. I have witnessed the battles you never voiced, the thoughts you could not bring yourself to share, the questions that echo in the quiet hours when no one sees the weight upon you. I am here because those hidden struggles have been pulling you toward a place I will not allow you to remain. There were moments when the voices of doubt sounded louder than my promises, when tomorrow's uncertainty made you question whether the ground beneath you was stable. Yet I have been present in every sigh, in every restless night, and in each attempt to keep moving while you wondered if your strength would hold another day. I am drawing your attention now because there is a subtle but dangerous drift in your thinking. that tries to convince you nothing will change, that perhaps you must learn to live with confusion. But I tell you with certainty, you are not meant to remain there. I am stepping into the center of your mind to dismantle every lie woven into your thoughts. I see the moments you rehearse worst-case outcomes, bracing for disappointment before it arrives. That is not wisdom. It is the erosion of faith, a tactic meant to keep you from expecting my intervention. I will not stand by while you live cautiously, bracing for pain instead of anticipating joy. I am moving within you now to reset your outlook, to shift your focus from shadows to the light I have set before you. You may believe these inner battles are harmless if they remain unspoken, but they are seeds that will grow unless uprooted at the root. I have come to do exactly that. Where I am taking you, there is no room for constant suspicion that something will go wrong. Allow me to train your mind to expect my goodness, to prepare for fulfillment instead of loss, to recognize my fingerprints on your future before your eyes ever behold it. I have been whispering hope even when you did not recognize my voice, offering small encouragements, nudging your heart to remember what I have already done. Now I am turning whisper into clarity. I am for you. I am with you. I will not allow internal storms to dictate your next steps. Those circling thoughts are not a sign of defeat. They signal that the enemy is threatened by what approaches. So he tries to fill your mind with anything that weakens resolve. I refuse to permit that to continue. I am breaking the cycle, replacing it with an awareness of my presence that stills those patterns. You may not realize it, but much of your hesitation is born from the fear of choosing wrongly, of stepping onto ground that might give way beneath you. But my plan has already accounted for every step, and nothing I have prepared will fail. I am changing the atmosphere within you so that you know my peace not as a fragile feeling, but as an unshakable foundation that holds even when circumstances remain unsettled. Hear this. You are not powerless against these thoughts. My spirit within you is stronger than any argument they raise. I will teach you to answer them with the truth I have spoken, to cling to my voice until the noise loses its grip. This is not merely about feeling better for a moment. I am equipping you to walk forward without being pulled into endless second-guessing. I am preparing you for clarity so strong that even when opposition rises, your mind remains fixed on the certainty of my hand guiding you. From this moment, partner with me in this renewal. Stop feeding doubt by rehearsing it and nourish the faith I am planting now. As you do, the heaviness will lift, confusion will thin, and you will step forward with a boldness you did not know you carried. Because I have placed it there for such a time as this. You are standing at the edge of a turning that will come suddenly, without the warning you expect. That is why I am guiding you to keep your spirit steady and your focus on me. You have tried to predict the next chapter, drawing timelines in your mind, arranging sequences of events. Yet I have intentionally kept pieces hidden so you would walk by trust rather than by sight. There is a bend in the road ahead that you cannot see past from where you stand, but I have already prepared what waits beyond it. When you arrive, it will not be what you envisioned. It will be more. The shift that is coming is not random. It has been arranged with precision, every detail aligning perfectly to accomplish what I promised. Though it may feel abrupt in the natural, it has been building in the unseen longer than you know. I am arranging circumstances to converge at the exact moment you will be ready to move, and I will not allow anything to arrive ahead of its appointed hour. You have felt as though you were circling the same ground, taking steps but arriving nowhere new. In reality, you stand at the final stretch before the pivot, the moment when the scenery changes completely. Understand, this turn is not a detour. It is the path itself. the one I have marked from the beginning, and it leads straight into the heart of my plan. That is why I've been refining your perception, teaching you to distinguish my leading from the pull of distraction. When you reach that point, the clarity I give will determine how you step into it. Do not imagine you must figure it out alone. I will escort you into the new space, removing obstacles before you ever meet them. You will notice resistance giving way, that doors once locked begin to shift, that conversations once impossible open with ease. This change will not be subtle. You will recognize it instantly, marked with the unmistakable imprint of my hand. Others may not understand the speed with which things move for you, but they have not seen the preparation I have done behind the curtain. I have been setting things in motion in places you have never stood, influencing situations you have not yet entered, ensuring the connections you need are ready precisely when you need them. Loosen your grip on how you thought it would look. My way will exceed your expectations in ways you could not script. The pace ahead requires readiness, not the frantic kind born of fear, but the calm strength of one whose steps are ordered by the one who sees the end from the beginning. I am not asking you to prepare every detail. I ask you to keep your heart yielded and your ears open, because my cues will arrive in the very moments they are needed. You will not miss them. My peace will confirm them, and my spirit will give you courage to act when the moment comes. Do not shrink back when the shift begins. Lean into it, for it answers the petitions you have held before me. Though the change may feel swift, you will discover you have been equipped all along. Every season of waiting, each act of obedience, every unseen battle has prepared you for this precise time. This turn will not pull you from your calling. It will draw you deeper into it, placing the weight of my purpose on you in a new measure, and causing the fruit of your faith to appear more quickly than before. Be ready to walk with confidence when the path opens suddenly, for I have prepared it, and it will carry you exactly where I intended. There are barriers you have pushed against with all your effort, walls that would not yield no matter how many times you tried. I am telling you, the hour approaches when they will swing open without resistance. What you have faced is not a lack of opportunity, but a timing I have guarded. The threshold you are about to cross has been sealed until the exact second it was meant to open. Those gates did not respond before because stepping through too soon would have exposed you to challenges you were not yet ready to meet. Now, the preparation I have shaped within you is nearly complete, and the alignment necessary for your entrance is forming swiftly. You looked at those doors and wondered if they were never meant for you. Hear me. They were marked with your name long before you sought them. Each obstacle has been a protective seal, not a denial. When my appointed time arrives, the barriers will yield effortlessly, as if they had never stood in your way. You will not need to force them, bargain for them, or compromise yourself to pass through. They will respond to my authority, opening in a manner that leaves no doubt it is my doing. There will be grace on the moment, a weightless ease confirming to your spirit that you have stepped into the place I kept for you. I have worked not only in you, but also beyond those doors, arranging the environment to receive you fully. Details are being orchestrated, conversations are shifting, decisions are being influenced, resources are moving into position, so that when you cross over, nothing will be lacking. I have watched your perseverance before locked gates, your willingness to trust me even when your knuckles felt raw from knocking. I will honor that faith by opening not just one door, but several in a short span. Once the first barrier moves, others will follow like a chain set in motion by my command. These openings will not compete. They will complement and strengthen your path. each carrying you deeper into what I have prepared. Release the frustration you have held from seasons of delay. Soon you will see why the waiting was necessary. What lies ahead would have overwhelmed you earlier, but now you will walk with steadiness and clarity that prevents you from being consumed. I am sharpening your discernment so that when opportunities arrive, you will recognize immediately which bear my signature and which are distractions dressed as blessings. Not every door that opens belongs to you. Therefore, I have trained your spirit to listen for my confirmation before you move. When I indicate the door that is yours, there will be no striving to hold it open. It will stand because I have secured it. Others may question how you gained access to places they could not reach, but you will know it was not your strength or strategy. It was my hand clearing the way. I will bring you into rooms where your presence has been awaited, where the work done in private becomes visible, and where the influence I entrust to you serves purposes beyond what you can imagine. Stay attentive, for the signal to step forward will arise not from surrounding noise, but from quiet certainty within. The assurance that I have gone before you. When you feel that release in your spirit, do not hesitate. The timing will be precise, the conditions perfect. You will not need to return and push again, for what I open will remain open as long as I have appointed. My child, the season of closed gates is ending. The days ahead will show you that what I open, no one can shut. What I keep sealed, no one can force. In this you will witness my power, my protection, and my unfailing faithfulness made visible before your eyes. Even now, I am arranging the arrival of individuals whose presence in your journey is not accidental but deliberate. These are not ordinary acquaintances. They are carriers of assignments that connect directly to the vision I placed within you. They hold pieces you could not obtain alone. Some will bring counsel that unlocks clarity you've sought. Others will carry influence that opens paths no amount of striving could secure. You have walked faithfully with what I entrusted. Now I am expanding your reach through partnerships I have been cultivating quietly. Many have been refined through their own seasons, so that when your paths meet, there will be immediate recognition, a knowing that this connection is divinely appointed. I am already moving them into position, shifting schedules, guiding decisions, stirring hearts to seek someone like you, without knowing it is you they seek. Conversations will begin in unexpected settings, introductions that feel casual yet carry the weight of destiny. And from those moments, momentum will emerge, moving you forward at a pace you could never manufacture. I am not sending these people to take over what I gave you, but to strengthen it, amplify its impact, and help carry the load into territories you have not yet entered. You have felt the strain of bearing so much alone, the pressure to solve every problem and initiate every step. I am relieving that weight by surrounding you with those who will walk beside you in genuine alignment with my purpose. These are not opportunists seeking to profit from your progress. They are allies sent to protect it, nurture it, and help it flourish. Some will bring wisdom far beyond your years, speaking into situations before they harden into obstacles. Others will carry resources that match exactly what is needed at the precise time. Each will be touched by my hand before they reach you, so you will not need to wonder whether they belong. My peace will confirm it. I will also give you discernment to spot those who appear helpful but act from self-serving motives, preventing counterfeits from gaining a foothold in what I am building with you. Know that these connections are not only for personal comfort, they are for the fulfillment of assignments with eternal weight, tasks that require the unity I am weaving into your life. As these people step in, you will notice acceleration. Doors will respond faster, solutions will surface quickly, and the heaviness of certain decisions will lift because the responsibility is shared. When you feel unsure of your capacity, they will remind you of what I have spoken, encouraging you to keep moving when weariness tries to slow you. I have seen how isolation tempted you to believe no one could understand your calling's depth, but I will prove I have many who walk in step with my spirit and are ready to join their strength to yours. Do not be surprised when relationships form with people you never expected, individuals from different backgrounds, regions, and experiences. I am drawing together a tapestry of skills and perspectives that will extend your influence farther than you imagined. Each placement is strategic, not random, and together they will form a support strong enough to withstand pressure and opposition. My child, I am not sending them so you lean entirely on them, but so that together you lean entirely on me and accomplish far more than you could alone. When they arrive, receive them as answers to prayers you didn't know how to articulate, and watch as the pieces I held come together in unity before your eyes. What you interpreted as an onslaught meant to break you has actually been a clearing of the atmosphere, preparing the environment for the next stage of my work. Storms have formed lately, disruptions, pressures, moments where the ground seemed to shift beneath you. None of this surprised me. I allowed certain winds to blow because they sweep away debris that would hinder what is about to emerge. These upheavals are not signs of abandonment, but proofs of preparation. I am removing influences, attachments, and patterns that cannot remain where I am leading you. It is easy to misread turbulence as punishment, but hear me. This is a refining wind, a purposeful shaking that strips away what is unstable so only what is secure in me remains. Every unsettling event, every abrupt change, every closed chapter has served to ensure that when the new season begins, nothing lingering from the old will weaken its foundation. I am even using opposition to strengthen you, to deepen endurance and sharpen vision, so that when opportunities appear, you'll recognize them instantly and refuse to spend time on what does not belong to you. Conflict may have tried to cloud your hearing, but I am training you to discern my voice even when the atmosphere is noisy and unsettled. I am building within you a calm that does not depend on surrounding conditions, a peace unshaken even when everything else shifts. As you walk through this, you will discover a resilience you did not know you possessed. The kind that not only endures the storm, but emerges stronger, clearer, and more focused. Where others see chaos, you will see the removal of what held you back, the breaking of structures that could not carry what is coming. I am dismantling alignments that once seemed helpful, but would have quietly undermined my work in you. Some relationships, opportunities, and environments are being stripped away, not because you failed, but because they would drain the strength needed for the tasks ahead. Trust that I know what must remain and what must be swept aside, and I am executing that separation with precision. Soon you will look back and recognize that without this cleansing, the doors I'm about to open would have been harder to walk through, and the territory I am giving would have been harder to hold. I am not only preparing a place for you, I am preparing you for the place. Sometimes preparation requires a little more discomfort, so that when the shift happens, you are ready not merely to enter, but to remain. My child, do not despise disruption. It is removing the unnecessary, making room for what is essential, ensuring that when you step into the next chapter, you carry only what empowers you. Every gust of wind, every unexpected change, every obstacle removed is part of me setting the stage for greatness you have not yet seen. Even now, though the process feels relentless, I am holding you steady, shielding you from harm, keeping you anchored in my purpose. Soon you will realize that what felt like loss was the removal of limitation, and what seemed like confusion was my reordering of your steps. Hold your position in faith. When the air clears, the view will reveal promises fulfilled and pathways ready for your feet, free of resistance. Even now, I am speaking to hearts in places you have not yet entered, softening attitudes, shifting perceptions, preparing favor to meet you the moment you arrive. Conversations you do not hear are taking place on your behalf. My influence is moving ahead of you, creating openings and spaces that once felt closed. People who would have turned you away will be willing to listen. Those who resisted you will feel a welcome they cannot explain. I am aligning these moments precisely so that when you enter, the atmosphere will already be ready to receive what I have placed within you. The preparation I am doing in others is as vital as what I am doing in you, because fulfillment requires agreement on every side. I am guiding thoughts, inspiring ideas, placing impressions in the minds of those who will play a role in your next steps. They may not know your name yet, but they will recognize your purpose when they meet you, for I will confirm it by my spirit. When the appointed moment arrives, there will be an ease in your interactions that feels almost supernatural, because it is. It will testify that I have gone before you. My favor is not random or unstable. When I release it, it is intentional and unshakable, and no opposition can cancel it. Some of these connections will occur in places you might overlook if you depend on your own reasoning. That is why I call you to remain sensitive to my leading. I may guide you into ordinary environments that hold extraordinary encounters. Watch how I arrange the smallest details so your steps intersect at the right moment, in the right setting, under the right conditions. I will confirm it not with confusion, but with a peace that settles deep within your spirit. Do not rush these introductions. They accomplish more than one purpose. They will advance you and also shape the destinies of those you meet. I am weaving many stories together so that my glory becomes visible through the connections I establish. When doors open, walk through them with humility and confidence, knowing you did not force them. They are given as part of my promise. Resist the urge to second-guess whether you belong, for I would not lead you into a place without intending you to stand there. The acceptance you receive will not come through human persuasion, but because my hand prepared it. I have been working in the unseen far longer than you realize. Soon you will see each piece align perfectly without pushing or striving. Trust that while you wondered whether you were ready, I was ensuring that what you are entering is equally ready for you. Delays you called wasted time were windows for hearts to be positioned, understanding to be shaped, and willingness to be established. You will enter rooms where your voice carries weight without proving yourself, because I have already impressed your value upon those who matter for this assignment. You will watch conversations flow, barriers fall, and opportunities unfold like a clear path. When you see this, remember, my preparation is never partial. It is complete, thorough, and filled with a father's intention for his child to walk without fear into every place I have promised. Stay ready, for these moments will arrive suddenly, and you will know without doubt that I have gone before you, setting everything in place for your arrival. You have been tempted to dwell on uncertainties about the future, to let your imagination wander toward the worst possible outcomes. Hear me clearly. What lies ahead is already secured under my authority, and there is no scenario in which my plan for you remains unfinished. I have already navigated every twist, every challenge, every unseen turn along the path, and I have marked a way that is clear for your steps. Release the weight of worry pressing against your thoughts, for it is not preparing you. It is draining you. Anxiety suggests that rehearsing every what if somehow protects you from disappointment, but in truth, it robs you of the strength needed to embrace what I am bringing. You cannot carry constant fear and deep trust at the same time. That is why I am calling you to place every outcome back in my hands. I do not ask because I am uncertain. I ask because I already know exactly how it will unfold, and I want you to walk in the peace that flows from truth. Your life is not hanging by a fragile thread, swayed by unpredictable forces. It is held firmly in my grasp, where no enemy can snatch it away. Every challenge has been accounted for in my design, and every provision has been set aside for the precise moment it will be needed. You will not arrive at a place where I am unprepared, nor will you be left to fend for yourself. I go before you, ensuring that each step lands on solid ground. I walk beside you, steadying you when the path narrows. I remain behind you, guarding you from what seeks to follow. I see when you try to map out how it will all work, measuring your expectations against what is visible. Remember, my ways are not confined by circumstances, statistics, reports, or opinions. I create paths where none exist. I turn what looks like disadvantage into the very bridge that ushers you into blessing. Shift your focus from fear to faith, from dread to anticipation, for expectation sets your heart's posture to receive. If you approach tomorrow braced for harm, you will miss the joy of recognizing my goodness when it arrives. If you step forward expecting me to keep my word, you will see my fingerprints all along the way. Live assured that you are moving toward fulfillment, not toward failure. You are not walking into an uncertain ending, but into a victory already written. The tension you feel in this in-between is not danger. It is the stretching of your faith as I prepare you to carry more than before. Every day you choose to trust me without seeing, you strengthen exactly what the next stage requires. Do not permit fear to govern your pace or direction. Let my voice be your compass, and you will find that as your focus rests on me, the noise of worry releases its grip, and my peace becomes the lens through which you see every circumstance. I am not asking you to wish for the best. I am inviting you to anchor yourself in the certainty that the best I promised is already on its way. Hold fast to this truth, and no shadow of fear will overtake the light of my presence in your life. Those seasons when progress felt delayed were not neglect. They were shields, coverings placed to guard you from situations that would have quietly drained your strength. There were paths that looked right, opportunities that appeared promising, but I closed them because they were lined with snares you could not see. The waiting in your eyes seemed like wasted time, but in my plan it was strategic, ensuring you would not be drawn into places that looked good but carried hidden costs. I allowed timelines to extend, not to frustrate you, but to align you with the moment when surrounding conditions would match what I have spoken. Had you moved earlier, you would have stepped into ground not ready, without the right allies in place, without unseen dangers removed. I know it has been hard to understand why doors stayed shut when you felt prepared to walk through them. Trust that I see beyond the immediate and into the outcome. I have watched every variable, the people involved, the spiritual atmosphere, the environment, and I have shaped them to work for your good. As a seed cannot root in frozen soil, some assignments cannot flourish until the surroundings can sustain them. What I have for you is too important to risk on unstable ground, so I sheltered you, even when it meant saying not yet to what you deeply desired. In the moments when you questioned whether I remembered your prayers, I was working tirelessly to ensure that when my release comes, you would not need to retrace steps made prematurely. I do not deal in partial fulfillments. When I bring you into something, it will be whole, it will be right, it will endure. Recognize that the waiting was not empty. It was filled with unseen progress. Relationships essential to your journey were forming out of sight. Resources were moving quietly in your direction. The atmosphere around your calling was shifting into place. Even your own growth, patience, discernment, resilience was being refined so that you could sustain what is next. I kept you from entanglements that would slow you, from distractions that would scatter you, and from burdens that would be harder to release later. My timing is not delay as you define delay. It is the deliberate alignment of heaven's schedule with the perfect moment on earth. When I release you, everything will arrive together. The right setting, the right connections, the right provision, the right opportunity, converging so clearly that you will know it was orchestrated by my hand. I have not forgotten you for even a breath. I have not misplaced my promise. I have held it, guarded it, and ensured that it will meet you when you are both willing and able to carry it fully. Do not let impatience convince you that you have missed anything. What I reserved for you cannot be stolen, and what I assigned to your destiny cannot be handed to another. Rest assured, what you have awaited is not diminishing in value, it is increasing, becoming richer, fuller, more impactful. So it will bless not only you, but those connected to you. Trust me that when I finally say now, every second of waiting will prove worth far more than the ache of delay. You have carried burdens that were never meant to travel with you into this next stretch, and I am here to help you lay them down before they slow your steps. These weights are not always visible. They are emotional, unspoken disappointments, unresolved grief, the lingering sting of words spoken in pain. You have grown so used to holding them that they feel natural, yet they quietly drain the strength you will need for what is ahead. I see how you press forward while hiding these loads, and I want you to know, I do not expect you to manage them alone. I am reaching into the deepest places of your heart to lift the heaviness that steals joy in moments that should be celebration. There are memories you replay, not by choice, but because they cling to thought and whisper that you will always be defined by what went wrong. Those are lies, and I am breaking their hold now. You are not the sum of your mistakes, nor the product of others' failures toward you. I have written a new identity over you, free from the labels shame tried to brand upon your soul. In this season, I am not only asking you to release the visible struggles, but also the invisible ones that occupy space when you are alone. Some wounds came from those you trusted, and that pain made you cautious about letting anyone near. Let my healing reach the guarded places, because unhealed pain carried into a new chapter keeps you from fully entering it. My restoration is not partial. I mend so completely that brokenness no longer defines your perspective. This release is not forgetting the past. It is breaking its power over your future. You do not need to clutch every detail as a form of protection. I am your protector, and I will not allow what once harmed you to destroy you. Some of the weight you feel comes from expectations you placed on yourself. The belief that you must have every answer, fix every problem, keep everyone satisfied. I did not design you to carry that pressure. I set boundaries for your heart and mind. Living within them, peace becomes constant. Let me show you which responsibilities are truly yours, and which you hold only from fear of setting them down. The load will lighten when you stop carrying what I never assigned. As you release these into my hands, a fresh strength will rise within you, a lightness that frees you to move with grace instead of exhaustion. This is not an invitation to ignore reality. It is an invitation to trust me with what you cannot control and to focus on the steps I have placed in front of you. There is more than relentless striving, more than cycles of worry and performance. I am leading you into a place where your energy is not spent holding everything together, but invested in building what I truly called you to build. Letting go is not losing. It is making room for what is better. The tighter you cling to what has served its purpose, the less capacity you have for what I am sending now. I am not asking you to release these burdens so you have nothing. I am asking because I have something greater to place in your hands, and I will not let the old and heavy steal the space required for the new. The petitions you thought went unnoticed have been moving realities behind the scenes in ways you could not trace. You spoke to me in quiet surrender when no one else knew the depth within you, and not one of those prayers has been forgotten. Even the ones whispered with doubt, unsure if they would reach me, were heard and carried into my presence. I have stored every cry, every request, every wordless groan, and they have shaped outcomes long before any visible change appeared. Answers are forming that you will meet at the exact moment they are needed, not earlier and not later. I have been weaving events so that when fulfillment comes, it meets your need and reveals my glory. Some delays existed because I answered in a way that exceeded your original request, expanding what you asked so it could bless more than you alone. I do not respond with the minimum. I establish abundance so what you receive can overflow to others. Even now, answers are on their way, set in motion from the first day you prayed. Though nothing seemed to shift and silence felt like my only reply, I was working deeply, aligning pieces far beyond your sight, setting a stage for an outcome that cannot be undone. The waiting has been painful, but it has been strategic. Not a vacuum, but a construction zone where I built the very thing you asked for, in a better form than you imagined. You will soon see my hand in every step, even the ones you labeled detours. When the answers arrive, they will not feel fragile because they are established with the stability of my word. You will know it is I, for there will be completeness. No missing parts, no loose ends, no compromises required to keep it. Understand, prayer is not a transaction, as if words purchase outcomes. Prayer is communion with me, the place where your spirit aligns with mine and your desires are refined until they match my will. As you prayed, I shaped you alongside the shaping of the answer, because fulfillment is not only about the request, but about the one who receives it. I have been building your capacity to steward what is coming, so that when it arrives, you are not overwhelmed, but carry it with wisdom and strength. Some things took longer because I ensured that both the gift and the receiver would be ready at the same time. I know it is hard to hold faith when days pass without visible change. Keep trusting. Every moment of apparent silence is charged with my action. I do not waste time, and I do not ignore my children. I am always listening, always responding, even if the form of my response is hidden from you. I will never place you where you must beg me to remember what I promised. I am faithful. I am constant. I attend to every detail of your life. Requests you thought faded into the past remain active in my plan and will meet you when their impact will be greatest. Hold this truth and let it bring peace. The answers are nearer than ever, and soon you will hold in your hands what you once only carried in your heart. What is forming for you now is timed with precision, and its arrival will carry a sense of alignment you cannot miss. I have been orchestrating threads, bringing them together so that when the answer comes, everything around it is also ready. You have wondered why certain areas paused or slowed. Those pauses were strategic holding points, allowing other pieces to fall into place before release. I am not a god of partial arrangements. When I move in completeness. That is why I have aligned relationships, opportunities, and resources in the background, even while you felt stalled. This exact timing will protect you from unnecessary struggle and clear a path you would not have had otherwise. I am ensuring that fulfillment will not touch only one area, but ripple across many, restoring, providing, advancing at once. Its arrival will not be subtle. It will bear my signature, evidenced by the peace and certainty you feel deep within before your mind can name it. See it as more than answered prayer. It will be a visible display of my sovereignty, showing that I am not constrained by obstacles or human timelines. While you manage the tasks in your hands, I spoke to those who will play vital roles in your next chapter, positioning them to intersect with you at the exact moment. These intersections are not accidental. They have been marked on my calendar since before you asked for direction. The day will come when waiting ends suddenly, and what you thought would take years will stand in front of you, complete and ready, not through manipulation, striving, or chance, but because I commanded it to come together. Know that my timing is more than counting days. It is the perfect alignment of conditions in the seen and unseen. I will not send you into a place unprepared for you, nor will I send what is yours before you are ready to hold it. My plan carries a harmony that requires each part to meet at the precise moment, and that harmony makes the outcome sustainable. When you enter that appointed time, you will feel the difference between what is forced and what is given. The weight will not crush you. The pace will not be chaotic. The provision will be sufficient without scrambling. You will see that every lesson, every refining, every preparation moved toward this point. I waste no experience, and I never miss the chance to shape you into one who can hold what I entrust. There is beauty in purposeful waiting, and I invite you to rest in the knowledge that your breakthrough is not slipping away. It approaches with certainty. Trust me that when it comes, it will be worth every day endured without seeing it. The appointed time is not something you must fight for. It will come because it was written for you. Nothing and no one can take it. When it unfolds, you will understand that my ways are not only higher than yours, but better than anything you might have arranged. The adversary has been persistent in distorting your view of yourself, whispering that you are unqualified, inadequate, falling short. These lies were crafted to weaken confidence, to make you question whether you heard me, to press you to shrink back when you should step forward. I have seen the inner wrestling, the comparisons you make, the replay of past choices as if they void my plans. Hear me. None of these accusations carry authority, because I have already spoken the final word about who you are. Your worth does not rest on achievements, titles, or public approval. It is rooted in my choice, my calling, and my love. When I lay my hand upon someone, no opposing voice can undo it. I have equipped you for the assignments ahead, even in places where you feel unprepared. Strengths lie within you that have not yet revealed themselves. They are reserved for the moment they are needed. The challenges coming will not expose you in the way you fear. They will reveal the depth of resilience and grace I have planted. Every skill, every gift, every piece of wisdom I deposited is intentional, forming a toolkit precisely fitted to the work I entrust. The enemy says you lack. I say you are fully furnished for what is coming. He points to gaps. I point to my sufficiency. I am not sending you forward hoping you will manage. I am sending you because I know you will accomplish what I designed. Your doubts are not signs of failure. They are fear's last attempts to halt you before you advance. I break those chains now, replacing uncertainty with steady assurance. As you move, I will remind you daily who you are in me, chosen, equipped, set apart for a purpose that cannot be erased. When pressure tempts you to prove yourself, remember, I never called you to strive for validation. Your identity was sealed before you took the first step. No trial, no mistake, no opinion can cancel the destiny I placed within you. The more you lean into my truth, the weaker the lies become. I will train you to recognize the accuser's voice instantly and silence it with what I have promised. You will walk with new confidence, not arrogance, but quiet strength rooted in alignment with my will. Some will question your path, but you will no longer be swayed by every opinion because my affirmation is enough. The enemy's strategy has been to distract you with self-doubt, so you never realize the breadth of your authority in me. I am exposing that strategy now so it loses power over your steps. Instead of retreating under pressure, you will advance with steady determination, knowing I have already prepared the way. My child, I call you to rise, not shrink, to step forward, not hesitate, to trust my voice above every competing sound. As you do, the confidence you carry will prove unshakable, not built on you, but on me. I am placing a covering over you that nothing formed against you can pierce. Schemes are drafted in secret, words in shadowed rooms, plans meant to bring confusion or harm, but each will fail. I have stationed my protection around you like an impenetrable wall, a shield that moves with you and surrounds you on every side. When you are unaware of what forms against you, I am fully aware, and I intercept what would reach you. There were moments you felt exposed, uncertain if you could withstand the pressure, but you are not defenseless. My guarding presence is active, not passive, and it remains wherever I lead you. I will give you discernment to sense danger before it appears, and wisdom to step away from what is not meant for you. Some attacks will never touch you because I halt them ahead of your path. Others that attempt to reach you will lose power on contact. I do not promise a life without adversity, but I promise that none of it will have the final word. I will turn attempts at harm into opportunities to show my strength. You will see people who sought to wound you lose access, not because you forced them out, but because I closed the door. My protection covers more than physical harm. It guards against subtle forms of attack, drained energy, undermined confidence, seeds of discouragement. I will guard your mind so negativity does not root, and I will guard your heart so bitterness does not grow. This covering is not temporary. It remains as long as you walk aligned with my voice. I will teach you to stand within these boundaries of safety and not to step outside by chasing what I did not call you to. Honor these boundaries, and you will walk in peace even when turmoil swirls. There will be moments when others marvel at your steadiness, while many around you are shaken. That stability will be the evidence of my shielding. You may not feel my hand holding back the harm, but you will see the proof in the disasters that never happened, the traps you never entered, the accusations that lost their voice. I am guarding you even from the fallout of your own past mistakes, so they do not derail your future. My preservation is not only external, it keeps your inner life clear and strong, so you continue forward with focus. Trust me, when I say go, the path is already secured. When I say wait, I am holding back what would bring unnecessary harm. When I say speak, I have already silenced voices that would try to discredit you. Walk under this covering without fear, knowing the one who keeps you never sleeps, never tires, and never loses sight of where you are. My child, this protection is my gift, ensuring that nothing formed to destroy you will succeed. For I am your refuge, your defender, your unfailing shield. In the days ahead, you will see unmistakable signs that I am nearer than you knew, moving in ways that leave no doubt of my presence. These will not be confined to grand displays. They will appear in quiet, personal expressions that speak directly to your heart. You will watch circumstances shift unexpectedly in your favor. Doors open without human explanation. Answers to unspoken desires arrive precisely on time. The provision you need will appear in such a way that you will know it is not coincidence, but deliberate care from my hand. I will also confirm my nearness through subtle reassurances, a word at the exact moment you need it, a reminder of my promise through a line of a song, a phrase, or a sudden thought that rests your soul. These are not random. They are carefully placed reminders that I am walking with you at every step. Begin to look for my fingerprints in your daily life, not only in the extraordinary but amid the ordinary rhythms. Nothing in your life is too small for my attention, and I delight in making myself known to you in personal, undeniable ways. I am training you to know my voice with greater clarity so that even in a noisy world, you recognize when I am speaking. Your spirit will grow more sensitive to my leading, a knowing that directs your steps, helps you avoid pitfalls, and guides you to the opportunities I prepared. I am not distant or detached. I am actively involved in the details of your journey, arranging circumstances, positioning people, aligning timing, so everything advances according to my purpose. I will reveal my nearness not only through blessings, but through a peace that settles where anxiety once lived. This peace does not depend on calm surroundings. It remains steady, even when challenges arise, because it flows from my presence rather than from changing conditions. As you walk with me, you will learn that my companionship is not confined to prayer or worship alone. It is constant. I am with you in the choices you make, the conversations you hold, the tasks you complete, and the challenges you overcome. I am not present in your life only to step in during crises. I am here to guide you, comfort you, and strengthen you every single day. As you become more aware of my nearness, your trust in me will mature, and you will be less shaken by shifting circumstances. I am inviting you to live with a continual awareness of my presence, to greet each morning knowing I am already with you, to move through every hour recognizing I am at your side, and to lay your head down each night, assured that I never left. When you begin to notice me in both the great breakthroughs and the tiniest details, your confidence in my faithfulness will deepen beyond what language can fully hold. You will stop wondering whether I hear you, because you will witness constant evidence that I do. My child, I am not merely preparing to prove that I am with you. I am preparing to make my presence so tangible that it becomes the unshakable foundation beneath everything you do. This awareness will become your strength, your courage, and your peace, and it will remain with you no matter what comes. You have hesitated to take certain steps because you believed every detail had to be in place before you could move. Yet I tell you now, full understanding will not always arrive before obedience. I am calling you to walk forward even when the picture remains incomplete, trusting that as you move, the missing pieces will appear. You were taught to require certainty before action, but in my kingdom, faith frequently requires motion prior to clarity. If you wait for every question to be answered, you may miss moments that are time-sensitive and prepared for you to enter. I am not asking you to be reckless. I am guiding you to act in alignment with what I have already written upon your heart. The gentle nudges you notice, the quiet insistence you cannot shake, are signals from my spirit urging you toward the next step. I have already gone ahead into the places you fear to tread, removing hindrances that would have blocked you and setting the stage for your arrival. You may feel as though you lack the full map, but you possess enough light for the very next step, and that is what you need right now. See obedience not as a burden, but as a bridge between where you stand and where I am leading you. Hesitation grows from imagining every difficulty at once. I have not asked you to carry the weight of the whole journey, only to trust me for the step in front of you. When you take it, you will discover the path unfolding decision by decision, each one guided by my hand. Remember that Peter encountered the reality of walking on water only when he stepped out of the boat. Had he waited for reassurance from the waves, he would have stayed where it felt safe but stagnant. I invite you into the same trust, into a willingness to move even without seeing the entire outcome. I will confirm my direction by placing peace within your spirit. Even when outward circumstances remain unclear, that peace is your sign, your anchor, and your assurance that you are on the right course. Do not confuse comfort with peace. Comfort comes from avoiding risk. Peace comes from knowing you are in my will. There is a difference, and I am teaching you to recognize it, so fear no longer masquerades as wisdom. As you respond quickly to my leading, your confidence in hearing my voice will grow. Each act of faith will strengthen your ability to discern my direction. Along the way, I will provide resources, people, and opportunities timed precisely, so that you are never without what is required for the stage you are on. I am not asking you to pave the entire road before you walk it. I ask you to trust that I have already constructed the portions you cannot yet see. Your task is to keep moving in the direction I indicate. Even if your mind cannot see the destination, remember, the journey is not only about arriving somewhere, it is about becoming the person you must be when you arrive. Each act of obedience forms you, fortifies you, and prepares you for greater responsibility. So when I say move, do not wait for perfect conditions. Move because you know my voice and trust my heart. My child, the places to which I lead you will hold more than you imagined, but they can be reached only by walking when I call, not when you feel entirely ready. Readiness in my kingdom is less about natural preparation and more about willingness of heart. Hear me now. You are sufficiently ready for the next step because I am the one walking it with you. Every step of faith opens a fresh stretch of the path I designed. With each opening comes access to things you could never have reached by remaining where you were. Momentum grows when you move in obedience, a divine current that carries you farther than sheer effort could. I have not called you to stand still while waiting for conditions to match your preferences. I have called you to a journey where trust anchors you and my voice directs you. At times you hesitated because you feared missteps, yet even if a turn feels uncertain, I can redirect you without losing a moment. My guidance is not fragile, it is steady, adaptable, and unshakable. I can weave what seemed like a wrong move into the very progress you needed. The enemy prefers you paralyzed by overanalysis, but forward movement with me is never wasted. The lessons gained, the resilience formed, and the capacity built become part of your equipping for greater assignments. Release the need to predict outcomes and embrace the certainty that I will not abandon you mid-journey. There is no destination to which I lead you where my presence has not already gone before. The terrain may change, from smooth paths to rocky climbs, from familiar routes to unknown ground, but my hand remains constant in guiding you. When you feel the urge to retreat because the way appears difficult, remember, growth rarely happens in ease. Growth comes in the stretching, in the moments you choose trust amid uncertainty. I have placed within you a strength you have not yet fully recognized, a capacity that will surface only as you walk through the situations that demand it. If you avoid the very places that will draw out that strength, you will never discover how deeply I have equipped you. This is why I have been gently pressing you forward. Even when comfort whispers stay, I know the potential I planted in you and the influence you will carry once it is awakened. Assignments are ahead that require the courage you are building now. The faith you exercise in this season will undergird them. Every choice to follow my prompting without full clarity trains you to see my hand in the unfolding. I am not leading you only toward outward accomplishments. I am shaping your inner life so that when the weight of responsibility increases, you will not crumble beneath it. Your endurance, Patience and discernment are growing with each step, and as you keep walking, the fears that once held you will loosen their grip. The confidence rising within you is not self-reliance. It is rooted in the proven history of my faithfulness. You will remember moments when you were unsure yet moved anyway, and you will recognize how those moments became turning points. My child, I do not delight in your wrestling over decisions. I delight when you lean into me for guidance and then act upon it. Know this, I can use every movement you make toward me to bring you into alignment with the places and purposes I have prepared. Take the next step without holding back, for each act of trust builds a bridge to the chapter I am writing, and that chapter will be worth every ounce of faith it took to reach it. What was taken from you will not merely return, it will be restored, multiplied beyond what it once was. I have watched the moments when loss seemed to strip hope from you, when it looked as if what was removed could never be replaced. I want you to know that I have been preparing a return that will astonish you. The enemy believed that by stealing from you, he could weaken your resolve, but I am transforming his attempt into the very reason you will see overflow. I am not handing back exactly what was lost. I am giving you something better, purified in the fire of endurance, richer because of what you learned while waiting. There are seasons when subtraction precedes addition, when pruning precedes greater growth. Though the process felt like breaking, it was making room for what is greater. You may have assumed that what disappeared was gone forever, but I have always held authority over your portion, and no one can remove what I have decreed as yours. I will return to you what was taken in a way that makes it unmistakable. This is not coincidence, but my deliberate act of restoration. When I restore, I do not simply replace. I increase, I refine, I strengthen. The blessings that return will not carry the same weaknesses they once had, for I have fortified them against future attack. I am healing the disappointment and the pain that accompanied the loss, because true restoration does more than fill a gap. It mends the heart that grieved. When fulfillment arrives, you will see that even the delay had purpose. It allowed the new to exceed the old. I have been storing up good things, arranging opportunities, resources, and relationships that will come together to rebuild what was broken and extend it beyond its former measure. A day will come when you look back and realize that what you thought was an ending was actually the setup for a beginning, filled with more beauty and abundance than you imagined. I will use this restoration to silence the accuser who claimed you would never recover, proving that my power is limitless and my faithfulness unchanging. You will carry a testimony that inspires others walking through similar loss, showing that I redeem even the most painful seasons. Your story will remind them that nothing is beyond my ability to reverse and renew. As you step into multiplied blessing, I will grant you wisdom to steward it well, to guard it from misuse, and to employ it in ways that honor me. The days ahead will not be marked by the emptiness you once felt, but by a fullness that overflows into every area of life. The enemy will regret touching what belonged to you, for I will convert his theft into an occasion for my glory to be revealed. My child, trust that the chapter of loss is closing, and the chapter of abundant return is opening. When it does, you will know without doubt that I have been working for your good all along. Times when you felt unseen were never moments of my neglect. They were intentional seasons of concealment for your protection and preparation. Visibility can come too soon, before the roots of wisdom and strength grow deep enough to support what the spotlight brings. I shielded you from certain platforms, opportunities, and circles because premature exposure would have loaded you with weight not meant for you yet, attracting pressures and voices that could have pulled you away from what I was forming within. Though you longed for recognition, I knew that recognition without readiness can crush the very gift it tries to display. In the quiet of obscurity, I was shaping your character, refining patience, building discernment, and sharpening your ability to hear me without the static of external demands. While others advanced publicly, I advanced you privately, strengthening the foundation so that when the unveiling comes, nothing will shake you from the place I set you. This hidden season was not about withholding good things, but ensuring that the good I give will endure. I have cultivated in you a resilience that cannot be faked, born of dependence on me rather than applause or validation. There is a purity that grows in faithful service without immediate recognition, and that purity will guard your motives when greater influence arrives. Soon you will notice doors opening that are anything but random. They are doors I preserved for this moment. When you walk through them, you will carry the steadiness forged in secret. You will not scramble for approval, because you will already know who you are in me. Flattery will not sway you, because your confidence will no longer rest on human opinion. I will bring you forward at the right time, and when I do, the timing will be so clear that you will understand why I asked you to wait. The opportunities ahead will not require compromise. They will not demand that you dilute what I placed within you to fit in. Instead, they will call for the full expression of who I created you to be, unfiltered and unapologetic. I am shifting you from hidden to positioned, and when the shift comes, it will be swift. What once felt locked will give way to open paths that seem to appear overnight. You will enter those spaces carrying maturity, clarity, and stability, born in the quiet places, and these qualities will sustain you far better than talent or ambition ever could. Others may look at your sudden emergence and ask how it happened so quickly. You will know it was years in the making, formed by my hand in the shadows. I am not hurried to give what fades. I am preparing you for what endures. As you step into visibility, you will remember the lessons of the hidden season. Obscurity was not punishment. It was a gift that allowed your roots to go deep enough to withstand any storm. Trust me in this. The time of being unseen is nearing its completion. When I bring you into view, it will be for impact, for influence, and for the fulfillment of what I spoke over you long before anyone else could see it. The peace you have searched for will not be found by accident. I am placing it within you, a steady calm that remains regardless of what swirls around you. For too long, your stability depended on external conditions, and when those shifted, so did your inner state. I am changing that by anchoring your heart in a security that circumstances cannot shake. This is not a fragile feeling that disappears in difficulty. It is a deep assurance rooted in my presence that carries you through uncertainty without fear's control. Storms may still come, but they will no longer dictate your outlook or steal your joy. I am teaching you to live from a center that does not react to every atmospheric change, but instead influences the atmosphere with the peace I give. To walk in this, release the reflex of constantly scanning your surroundings to decide how hopeful you should feel. Your confidence must not be tied to whether things look favorable in the moment. It must be tied to my unchanging nature and unfailing promises. I will teach you how to guard your mind from worry's pull and protect your heart from fear's intrusion. I will give discernment to recognize when the enemy tries to unsettle you, so you reject his attempts before they root. My peace is not passive. It is a powerful shield that keeps you from being tossed about by shifting winds. As it settles within you, others will notice. They will see your steadiness in situations that would make many panic, and your composure will testify to my faithfulness. This stability will benefit you and those connected to you. People will draw strength from your example. You will speak encouragement, not from theory, but from lived reality. I will also use this peace to sharpen your ability to hear me. Free from anxious noise, you will discern my guidance clearly. Solutions will come more readily when you are not weighted by constant tension. Your decisions will align with my will because they are made from rest rather than panic. This inner stillness will free you to notice opportunities you once overlooked. Worry will no longer cloud your sight. The world thrives on urgency, noise, and chaos, but I am setting you apart as one who carries calm in the midst of it. The more you walk in it, the less life's fluctuations will control you. I am not saying you will never feel pressure. I am saying it will not master you. You will understand what it means to be unshaken, to hold a quiet strength that cannot be stolen. My child, the peace I give is not earned by perfect performance or by controlling outcomes. It is received by trusting me completely, even without the full picture. As you practice constant awareness of my presence, you will know that nothing can truly unsettle a heart fully held. Once you taste this peace, you will not want to return to reactionary living, because you will have learned what it means to live anchored in me. There will be a sudden turning in your circumstances, a precise, undeniable shift revealing my hand at work. What seemed immovable will be rearranged in moments. Barriers that looked permanent will dissolve as if they never existed. I have been preparing this pivot, setting in place the exact sequence that leads to the breakthrough you have long anticipated. This change will not be the product of human negotiation or manipulation. It will be my direct intervention. I am aligning scattered factors and drawing them together at the appointed moment to create an opening no opposition can close. Opportunities will arise without warning, and you will step into them without the usual struggle because the atmosphere will have shifted in your favor. This sudden movement will not be chaotic. It will carry the order of heaven, as though every piece had been waiting for this moment to fall into place. I am not simply making things easier. I am making possible what was previously impossible. Doors once bolted will swing open. Paths once blocked will clear. You will realize that the delays and detours were leading to this alignment. Had it come earlier, it would not have carried the same weight or lasting fruit. I have been preparing you as much as the circumstances, shaping your readiness so that when the moment arrives, you will not hesitate or question whether you belong in it. The shift will carry clarity. You will know precisely what step to take because I will make it plain within your spirit. Others may call it luck or timing, but you will recognize the fulfillment of what I whispered in the secret place. My timing has spared you the exhaustion of forcing what only I could do. This change will not require you to push the door. It will open to meet you, and you will walk through. Even those who once opposed you may be positioned to assist you, for I turn hearts as easily as rivers. This shift will touch more than one area. It will ripple across relationships, provision, and opportunities. One change will lead to another until you find yourself standing in a completely new place. Such transformation cannot be dismissed as coincidence. It will be too complete, too precise, too far beyond human control. Prepare now, not by predicting details, but by keeping your heart flexible and your spirit attentive. The speed of this change will require quick response, and hesitation could cause you to miss the full measure of what I am opening. Stay close to me, and I will give discernment to recognize the exact moment to move. When you see it, step forward boldly, knowing I have gone ahead and cleared the way. My child, a sudden shift is coming. When it arrives, it will not only alter your present, it will set the course for the future I have prepared, carrying you farther than your strength alone could take you. And it will stand as a testimony that I am the one who transforms everything in an instant. There is an answer you have long awaited, one you nearly stopped believing would come. Hear me, it is already on the way. The solution did not begin in response to your desperation. It began when you first brought it to me. Even when there was no visible sign, I was working through layers of circumstances, shifting what you cannot reach, influencing people you do not know, arranging events that will converge at the precise time. The delay felt heavy because this is not a small or temporary fix. It is a complete fulfillment that addresses the root, your resolve, and make you second-guess your direction. I heard every false statement, every misguided piece of counsel, every attempt to cloud your judgment, and I am removing their influence so they no longer shape your decisions or your identity. I am clearing the noise so you can hear my voice with clarity, free of distortion. You will notice that certain conversations no longer affect you as they once did, because my truth will stand taller in your spirit than any other sound. I will alert you when someone's words fail to reflect my heart, granting you discernment to receive what builds and discard what tears down. The enemy tried to use the opinions of others to plant hesitation, hoping to slow your progress. I am uprooting those seeds before they root. I place a shield over your mind so toxic thoughts cannot linger. I will fill your inner dialogue with reminders of what I have spoken until those truths become the loudest and most consistent voice within you. The atmosphere around you will shift. Where negativity felt heavy, peace and confidence will settle. I will lead you into environments that strengthen faith rather than undermine it, surrounding you with voices that speak life, hope, and courage. This is not about refusing all correction. It is about ensuring that true correction comes from me and through those I have placed for your growth. The difference between my voice and the noise will become so clear that you will not waste time wondering which is which. My voice carries peace, direction, and alignment with my word. The enemy's voice brings fear, chaos, and doubt. I am training you to recognize the difference instantly, so you stand firm without wavering. As you walk in clarity, the pressure to please people will fade, replaced by the freedom of following me without apology. Trends, manipulation, and intimidation will lose their sway, because you know the one who guides you sees the end from the beginning. Even when others fail to understand your choices, you will move ahead with steady confidence, aware that you are moving with me. In this clarity, you will also become a carrier of clarity for others, speaking words that cut through confusion and point directly to truth. Your life will testify that it is possible to live free from the weight of false voices, anchored to the voice of the shepherd. The noise clouding your mind is losing its power. You will move forward with renewed focus, fully convinced of what I have said and fully confident in the steps I set before you. Your name is being spoken in places you have not yet set foot, and favor is being prepared in rooms where you are not physically present. I am orchestrating conversations on your behalf, placing your name and your work on the hearts of those able to open strategic doors. This is not random. It is my placement, ensuring that when the moment comes, recognition and receptivity already exist. People who have never met you will feel compelled to connect, to partner, to make room for what I am doing in your life. Some will be drawn without knowing why, because my spirit is preparing the ground for your arrival. You have spent seasons feeling overlooked, your efforts hidden in shadows, but I use that time to build character, integrity, and skill, so that when you step into these spaces, you will carry the weight of readiness. Doors that open will not be flimsy or short-lived. They will carry long-term impact for you and for those connected to you. When you walk through them, you will find immediate trust, welcome, and influence. Certain opportunities will bypass the usual process. Others may wonder how access came so quickly, but you will know it is because I prepared the way. The favor I give will protect you from competition that would have stalled your progress. What I place in your hands cannot be taken by another. It is crafted for you. The recognition coming is not about self-promotion, but about advancing the purpose I set before you. When people hear your name, I will link it to reliability, faithfulness, and excellence. You will not need to force or chase these openings. They will find you as you continue walking in obedience. I am not asking you to scramble for influence, but to be faithful with what I entrusted to you, trusting that I orchestrate every introduction and opening. In time, you will see that these connections have been forming far longer than you knew, woven into a network only I could design. Even now, I am speaking to decision makers, mentors, and allies who will play roles in your next chapter. Their hearts are softening toward you before they see your face. You will enter these relationships with ease because my favor has gone before you. There will be no striving, only a deep sense that you are where you are meant to be. You have not been forgotten or passed over. You have been deliberately reserved for a moment when what you carry will be fully recognized and fully received. The season of quiet preparation is giving way to visible placement. And when it happens, it will be clear that I brought your name into the right conversations at the right time to fulfill what I promised. I am breathing new strength into you, lifting the weight of exhaustion that settled over body, mind, and spirit. You pushed through days, running on fumes, when even simple tasks felt heavy. I saw you continue despite depletion, and now I am restoring you from the inside out. This renewal is not superficial. It reaches deep, reviving motivation, sharpening focus, and steadying emotions. I am replenishing not only physical energy, but spiritual endurance, because the assignments ahead require a strength no human willpower can manufacture. You have carried responsibilities that drained you without replenishment, but I am removing that constant heaviness and replacing it with surprising lightness. Tasks that once overwhelmed you will become manageable, and situations that used to wear you down will lose their power. I am clearing the mental fog that clouded decisions and granting clarity and decisiveness. As I pour in new strength, you will feel a shift. Where you barely kept pace, you will now move with stability and confidence. Your weariness was not merely physical. It was fueled by spiritual resistance aimed at slowing you and convincing you that you lacked what was necessary to finish. I am breaking that assignment, cutting off the drain at its source, and restoring your capacity to operate in fullness. My renewal will enable you to carry more without feeling weighed down, to pour out without running dry, because I will keep filling you as you go. You will wake with a readiness you have not felt for a long time, motivated by purpose rather than pressure. The strength I give will allow you to continue even when others stop, not by striving, but by drawing from my endless supply. I am granting emotional resilience so discouragement no longer lingers. Disappointments will not steal days, and recovery will be swift. This renewed strength will make you a stabilizing presence, someone who carries peace and hope in challenging moments. You will realize this is not merely about feeling better. It is about being positioned to step fully into what I prepared, unhindered by fatigue, doubt, or distraction. I am not asking you to push through alone. I invite you to rely completely on my power, which is limitless and continually available. The more you lean on me, the more you will discover that your strength does not run out, because it is constantly renewed. The season you thought would never end is drawing to a close, and what comes next carries a different atmosphere entirely. I watched you endure long stretches where progress seemed slow, prayers appeared unanswered, and every step met resistance. You stayed when leaving would have been easier, and I have not overlooked that steadfastness. I have been working even when nothing seemed to move, layering circumstances and opportunities so that when the shift comes, it will be complete, leaving nothing half-finished. I am not providing a partial ending. I am bringing closure that lifts the weight pressing upon you. Cycles will break, draining patterns will lose their hold. I am exchanging yesterday's heaviness for the lightness of a new beginning, marked by clarity, direction, and renewed expectation. This will not be a slow fade, but a decisive turn. As if a door long closed swings open and light pours in. Signs will be undeniable. Unexpected opportunities will appear. Conversations will tilt in your favor, and solutions you have awaited will arrive nearly at once. Weariness from the last season will lift, replaced by fresh momentum. Struggles that felt constant will begin to move with ease, because I have cleared the resistance. I am surrounding you with new voices, people who speak life, who encourage, who recognize the potential I placed in you. This change is more than shifting circumstances. It is an entire environment aligning with the path I set. I am removing distractions that once pulled at your focus and replacing them with clarity, so sharp you will not waste time doubting your course.